This was like an eye-opener for me when I saw this image. Oh, hello down there. How are you doing? Let's stand up. You know, when you take your evening walk, or when you lay in your hammock and look up on the night sky, you see a lot of stars, and then you ask yourself a question which might be the greatest question of them all. And I know you have been asking yourself, are we alone? Are we alone in the universe? That is the topic. Wonderful, wonderful day. I'm sure you have heard about the Hubble Space Telescope. It is a telescope circling the Earth, and it has greatly, improved our understanding of everything, basically. But in 1995, they decided to point this telescope to somewhere where it seemed to be empty of stars. Usually you're trying to find a star or whatever and point a telescope to it. But this time they wanted to take a snapshot of what's behind the emptiness, And they find such a spot, and they pointed the telescope there, and they processed this image, and this area this area they cover of the night sky, it's very small. I brought a paper to illustrate this. Just a sheet of paper. I have to get a needle to illustrate this. So should be plenty of needles in this forest, but I made a hole in this paper. Maybe you see here. Should see a small hole there. Okay, it's very small, but the area which they covered with this photo was equal to, if you hold this hole at arm's length like this, you look at it, and what you see through that hole now, that's the area of the sky that was covered by this photo. And they processed this photo, and in this image, this very famous image, I will put a link somewhere down here. They counted to 10,000 galaxies. 10,000 galaxies. And technology improved, and they upgraded the telescope. And they took another snapshot, which was even smaller than that one. And they counted to 5,000 more galaxies, and an even smaller area. Someone make the calculation that, I think it was according to this Drake equation, that the probability that we, the human civilization, is the only civilization that have ever existed. 1 to 10 billion trillion. 1 to 10 billion trillion. That's great. That's encouraging. But then you wonder, well, if the possibilities are so great, why why haven't we been contacted? Or why haven't we found other civilizations? Where are they, you know? And then that's when the Fermi Paradox comes in. And the Fermi Paradox, it says that, just that, if the possibilities are so great, why haven't we been contacted? Or why haven't we received a message from all these other civilizations out there? So that's the Fermi Paradox. You know, we live in one galaxy, the Milky Way. So that's one of all the innumerable galaxies in this universe. And the question was, why haven't we been contacted? Where are they? You know, where are they? Oh, okay. I want to illustrate this. So this circle here, this illustrates this is the Milky Way, okay? This is the Milky Way galaxy. And let us assume that the probability of life is very, very rare. It is extremely rare, okay? So this means that there are a few civilizations in our own galaxy. Let's assume that. So we have a galaxy. We have a civilization here, 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 and here. Seems like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 civilizations in our Milky Way. That's great. That's great. So I make a little hole here, like here, and this is this was like an eye opener for me when I saw this image. I will put a link also to that down here, below here. I made a hole here. See this hole? See the light coming through? That hole represents the extent, you know, the diameter where our first radio signals have traveled so far in our galaxy. So that's, you know, 150 light years, and then you get so far, you know, in our galaxy. So, okay, let's assume now that let's assume that the radio waves continue traveling this way, okay? This way to this civilization here, and that distance, let's say it's 20,000 light years, okay? 20,000 light years. And then this civilization, when the radio signals gets here, they go, wow, we are not alone. We are not alone in the universe. There is another civilization out there, okay? We have to reply. So they send a message back towards Earth here, okay? And it also takes, you know, 20,000 years to reach us. And then the signal gets to Earth finally after 20,000 years, or 40,000 years since we, you know, transmitted the signal here from here. But then we're gone. We are not around. We have failed, you know. We are not here anymore. We are extinct. We are degraded. We are not capable of receiving the message. And I guess then we have to send one back, an answer, and they have to, you know, confirm this. So, and this was eye-opening for me because the distances are hopelessly extreme in the universe, only on our own galaxy, you know. So, and that's why the Fermi paradox, it's I don't think it's a paradox. It's not very strange. We can explain it, you know, with this simple image. Why we haven't been contacted. There might also be other explanations why we haven't heard of anyone. And there are several explanations, but one explanation is that when a civilization gets advanced enough, it destroys itself. Maybe it uses up all the resources on the planet. It induces catastrophes. So that's also a theory that advanced civilizations, they will exist for a time and then they will perish. Now I will make some food over my fire, which is on the brink of extinction, I would say. Okay, so let's leave this space discussion and concentrate on the present time in the history of life. And another thing that we should be thinking more about is we must be extremely careful with this little grain of sand that we are all living on, because it really is a grain of sand in a vast ocean, you know. So you know, next time you take that walk, think about this. There is someone else laying, you know, taking their evening walk out there, you know, out there in space, and they are thinking about you. We are not alone, but we will. I guess we'll just have to deal with it. So that's it. Yes. Okay. Glad you could join me today. Hope it gave you something. And please put your thoughts down below. Yes. Okay. Wish you a good day, a nice week, and I'll see you next time in the next episode. Take care. Okay. Bye bye.